first face-to-face this year. Last one we did was the Spotify rap one.
Oh, yeah, when was... Oh, that would have been obviously the end of the year then, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I mean, we've just been about that music, haven't we?
Yes.
But you were right to save it for a special occasion, the next 3 songs.
Yeah, no. Well, you've been talking about doing that. Oh, I can hear birds.
Yeah.
That's so cool. That's so weird. It's as if you've got like ambient sounds on.
They're like in my head, but more in my head than
they're over there.
Yeah.
They're in my head. Get them. I get them. Yeah, you've been on about doing like a Go West album one, haven't you? No, album. What?
Yes.
A song like a special.
I think we should allocate a good half an hour in this to talk about Go West. People need to know.
They need to know.
But anyway, I want to start this podcast off with a very important video. It means a lot to both of us. I mean, it's something that we quote on a regular basis.
Yeah, I mean, without even knowing at this point now, and it's really a cornerstone in our childhood and growing up.
I've not watched this in so long.
Another glorious morning in County Durham.
Now, seeing as it's me 18th, I want to go to Alton Towers in a helicopter, like, you know.
Aye, and who's going to pay for that?
It's so bad, isn't it?
Like TSB will fucking pay for it.
Banks don't give out loans for piss-ups, mate.
I know they don't. That's why we're going to rob the bastards.
Yeah, stupid
It's the mouth where it's like
Yeah,
that.
I never the
There
mouth
must
thing.
be over £100 in here, like. No, it's the Rozzers.
I can't go down for armed robbery, my mum will flip. Yeah, give us your truck, you bastard.
You said you'd take us to Primark. It's Trevor's fucking birthday and that, like, innit? So you're just gonna fuck us off and get into town with your bastard mates? We're going into Alton Towers, you daft cow.
Why, I mean, we fucking made it.
That's Legoland,
Imagine if it was
you
actually
thick
like
twat.
this.
Yeah.
She's not taking the bins out. I'll take the bins out when you take your stuffy out. I didn't need to take them out. Oh, Jesus, Gaza.
Lads on top.
Yeah, he's all right, but he's no sting. Didn't you talk about Jimmy Nail like that, you bastard? Wait a minute, this is Blackpool Pleasure Beach, you daft get.
Ah, fuck it.
Oh, dude.
Fucking-
Oh, my God.
That is so good.
Jesus, Gaza.
What does he say? Don't you talk about what?
Didn't need to...
He's all right, but he's no sting. Didn't you talk about Jimmy Nail like that, you bastard?
Don't you talk about Jimmy Nail like that, you bastard? Oh my God, that is so good.
I think that we watched that mostly when we lived in...
Deanwell, yeah.
yeah.
It's one of them, like, how did someone find that?
Yeah, I don't know. It must have been like Facebook or something.
Yeah, possibly.
Like Lad Bible or something like that.
Yeah. So many good videos I found at that house. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. That was a weird year, but a great year. Doesn't that feel like... Because it was only such a... It was like 9 months, wasn't it? Wasn't it?
Yeah. 'Cause it's only it was like one academic year, and you only pay for like 9 months, like you said.
Does teaching make you want to go back to uni and do that all again? Or like, does it... Because you're that sort of close to it still.
It's a different kind of perspective in education. I'd say like it makes me want to go back to like spirit, but like I want to teach. Like I do like love like the times we had, but it's different now. But yeah, I know what you're getting at, but it's not kind of the same.
Yeah. At least like we're happy with the time that we had, and it was like we don't. Yeah, it was what it was, and it sort of finished at the right time.
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing I regret, and I love like. There's nothing I'd be like, I wish we did that. And you know, I think we had such a good little run, like at uni. Did you commute the last year?
Yeah. So the way it worked was, when we finished the second year, we had to then apply for the student finance for the third year.
Yeah.
But you also had to tell them what your living arrangements were for the third year.
Yeah.
And I didn't know then because I was trying to get Joe and Si to sort of tell me what they were doing. And they just made a decision dead late. So I had to sort of go, right, I've got nowhere. I had to sort of apply and put that I was staying at home.
I forgot that they lived together because we went down to see him a couple of times.
I
Didn't
stayed
we?
there quite a lot, like on their sofa bed.
Yeah. Why did we go down that time? Because I came with. Yeah, what were we going there for?
What, to their flat?
Yeah, and then we did something with Joe.
Was he not gigging or something, maybe? When he did that tour? I don't know.
No, because I remember when he came to Blackpool,
Yeah.
and we went to see him at Galleon, but...
Then he crashed at Bisping Roundabout, Just driving that absolute wagon, wasn't he?
Yeah.
That was funny. I found his CD, the first album, because I've got all my CDs back out for my new car.
Yeah.
The CD, and he put thanks for Sam's mum and dad for letting me stay over. He signed on the front of it.
Oh, no way.
I'm going to keep that for when he's a best-selling artist ever. Best music man.
Yes, best music bastard.
When he's selling spuds.
Yeah. 1 spud per CD.
Oh, dude. Did you listen to that Phil Collins thing? Can I put a minute of it on? Or did you listen to
I didn't listen to it, so yeah, I mean, by all means.
Just a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Just because it was there. You'll get the vibe instantly with what it's about. He's French, mate.
That frog-speaking bastard!
Avec Pick Up the Pieces,
Baguette.
arranged and conducted by Arif Mardin,
1998
and
at
the
a jazz festival.
Big Band. Arif Mardin!
But literally, it's just 22 minutes of the same, 16 bars, but just everyone's just having so much fun with it. I mean, this is music. How come so many people make one amazing sound together? You'd think it would just be chaos.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the thing, think of the balance you've got to do, as a musician, Oh.
But I think by the end of it, they're all proper sweating because it's 22 and a half minutes, no stopping.
Yeah.
Oh, can we just have a minute to talk about Easy Lover?
Oh, yeah.
Because that came on again on YouTube the other day for me, and I watched the video, and oh my god, how happy they were making that song. They must have just known that it was special.
Yeah, because it's weird. It's one of those music videos where they just we'll just do a behind the scenes of the making of the music video and use that as It's one of those weird quirky meta things which I think people had done before then, but
yeah. So do you know, because that was Philip Bailey, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Was he in Earth, Wind and Fire at the time?
I think so. Yeah. He's one of there's two main singers. Obviously, there's
Maurice White.
Yeah. Who's the one who's the main one in the September video.
Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine they were probably still together at that time. It was mid-80s, so...
God, imagine that, new Phil Collins song coming out on Friday, guys. We're excited for it. And it's just...
Yeah. So, I mean, I can't imagine what it was like with releases back then,
Yeah, they wouldn't have, There was... I don't know, radio would have said something, but...
Yeah, or did, preempt it on TV and stuff? Was there advert? It's I don't know. Nowadays, it's just look on Twitter, and then there'll be an announcement, or you get ads every now and then.
There's a teaser for the teaser.
Yeah.
There's
if it's anyone big, they will do a little video teaser, and then you're oh, okay, yeah.
Do you not get annoyed when things are over edited? So there's a trailer for the new FIFA or something, and it was just angle going like this and text that glitches and it appears there. And it's what are you trying to do to me? Just tell me it's coming out. I'm gonna buy it. Everyone's gonna buy it.
Yeah. Just show me a little bit of gameplay. Show me the new skill moves you put in.
Show me Gerrard scoring a screamer and I'll buy it. I don't know.
FIFA's one that I could never get back into it again. Never, not a new one anyway.
They're not doing. It's not under FIFA's name. I don't know what that means.
They're just doing EA football or something now, aren't they? It's going to be just a standalone game rather than a yearly thing, which is good.
Yeah, just bring one out and update it.
Yeah. Literally, the only thing is, one of the staples of FIFA has always been what the engine's been like, and they always change the engine every year.
Yeah.
And every year, like, it's either good or it's bad, and then they always like patch it. And then a lot of what people say is by the end of the game for that year, after so many patches, it's just gotten worse, basically.
Yeah.
So they'll probably run into the danger of that, of like, oh, it'll be good for the first 3 months, and they'll put a patch out, and then people will be like, it's not good anymore, mate, and then they'll lose like half the fan base. And then they can't be like
circle, innit?
Yeah, but it's one of them.
Just
you can't
give up.
Everyone. I think the thing they need to do is just not release as many cards anymore. Jesus Christ, have you seen the amount?
I don't go on Ultimate Team or
Mate,
anything
you
like
don't
that.
want to see. It's horrendous.
I just know it's an endless pit of
literally
just time that you're going to put into it.
Like,
I get it's fun, but
Foden would have like scratched his balls one game. They'll bring out a special card for it. Like
the ball scratcher 3000.
Yeah, and it's just ridiculous.
No.
Like,
I don't know how you keep up with that sort of thing. I mean,
no.
I've never been that big into games anyway. I just dip in and out of it.
That's a good question, actually. When's the last time you like played a game? Like, do you have a PS4? 5. You have a PS5?
I bought Gran Turismo, played it, and did about 6 races. And then the last race I did, I turned the car around, went full speed the other way, and absolutely head on this guy. But like, then he just carried on driving. I don't know. I just don't think about it all the time.
Yeah.
When I do think about it, I go on it and have a good time, but it just doesn't come into my head.
Gran Turismo is a weird one. I bought that, and it's just like it's like driving sim, isn't it?
Yeah.
Basically, it's not like
like
what's the other one that Gran Forza Horizon?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
That's
that
free roam. I prefer that.
It's a bit more like commercial, but yeah, like
I have a thing with PlayStation. I have a 3-game rule on FIFA, and it's subconscious. The first one is mint, second one's shit, third one I just don't want to play anymore.
Yeah.
And it's the same every time, and I'm like, that's it for me. That's all I need.
Yeah.
And
that's because
I'll just
dopamine hit, and then you're done. Yeah.
Oh my god, you just said a word that there's a song that I want to show you.
Dopamine. I know a song called Dopamine.
But to be honest with you, I spend most of my time just doing this sort of thing.
Yeah, it's weird how everything just kind of changes. Oh, it's not by these. I don't know this.
I think I've mentioned this DJ. He's a DJ, German DJ.
Okay.
Purple Disco Machine. He does a few original stuff, but he also remixes songs.
Yeah.
He remixed Murder on the Dance Floor.
Oh, yeah.
See what you think. This isn't like my top 5 on repeat at the minute.
Very nice.
I've not watched the video, so that's could be pretty shocking. But it's just tasty.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, Toyota.
It's a Toyota.
Put my life on the line. It's the only way I'll ever
There's a mint set that he's done, and like some electronic music festival. You'll probably know it more than me. Massive stage, and it's such a cool, like, I think it's like an hour and a half set. Just got this sort of stuff all the way through, mate. It's so cool. But it's leaning into that Kylie sort of sound, and but it's got that sound of the chorus where it stays in your head.
Yeah. It's got that synth pad that I've used in a few songs. That wow. I'm happy that the charts are going this kind of sound where it's like disco, funky, like.
Yeah, they've been braver, aren't they?
Yeah.
I feel like the last few years is just people they're going what people already like. There's not as many gambles.
I feel like it went acoustic the past couple of years, and then as soon as The Weeknd came out and stuff, like Justin Bieber's that Stay that Justin Bieber did, like that's very much this kind of instrumental. I think people just jump off that, like.
It's what's trending, isn't it? Like,
but I
well,
like
you have
it.
to make a trend.
I'm happy when it's a good sound.
Pleasing on the ears.
Nice. It's funny because I've been with my students. Last lesson I did like a quiz for them, and there's bits where I'd play them a song and I'd be like, I need you to pick out these bits, and do a lot of listening, analysing stuff.
I love it.
We just did stuff about vocals, and I can just listen to like a song now and be like, oh, I know how they've done the vocals, I know they've done that.
Yeah.
That's cool synth.
What do you mean in terms of
like how they how they process like double tracking, like using chorus.
Yeah.
Oh, vocoder.
Bit Daft Punky, innit? I didn't realise it was this popular, this song.
Yeah, 17 mils, pretty good. Wait, what nationality is it? German?
German, I think, yeah.
It's the thing, it's hard when you're a European DJ like that to break like the charts over here or something like that.
I think that's where remixes come in. Like I still remember early uni when I got into Kygo, and he was only just sort of doing remixes. It was for YouTube.
Yeah.
And then he did, what was his first big hit? It was like Firestone or something, wasn't it?
Yeah. Because he brought that album out and it had like 2 or 3 songs in it which were massive. Yeah, it's another great example of Kygo.
I loved his remixes.
He just got like that signature sound, and he just like tropical house. Yeah, tropical house, and he just pushed it. And
so was he one of the first few to do that? Then do you think?
I imagine so. I imagine it was it was similar to Martin Garrix, where Martin Garrix did the sound, but there's a few people before him. But he was the one who got the lucky song that just fucking exploded.
What was that song? I absolutely hated that song.
Animals.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hated the whole movement, and I had a good reason to, because it worked because it worked at festivals, and it sounded good at festivals. And when I say sounded good, I mean it was just bassy.
Yeah.
But when you listen to it like this, it was so simplistic, and it pissed me off.
Well, like it just took the whole thing of drops being when more things are added, and it takes it away, and it's like, how can that be satisfying?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't get it.
And like I've heard songs recently where a lot of things that happen in dubstep is when it comes to a drop, that first hit of the drop, you'll have 2 bars of like a fake drop where the drums haven't come in yet, so they'll just be like wow 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 like wow, wow, and then
Awaken did that, didn't it? Like brings you in, that 85 song.
Yes.
Gets you on the offbeat or whatever.
Yeah, but there was someone, I can't think who it was. Some people do it and they'll just change the entire song to like the most simplistic, like fucking. It'll be like a meme where it'll be like,
and it to me it was like that someone that I didn't like did this to annoy me.
Yeah,
like that's how it felt when I listened to that sort of thing.
You've made me want to show you this. So there's a plugin that is out, and it's basically changing like the genre of dubstep that I'm really into at the minute, and it's just like a cheat code basically. It's like $300 at the minute though.
Oh, so is it new, or is it just been
it's not even
developed?
New. So it's something that's been out for about 12 years, but then like literally like 2 years ago people found it, and then it's just been like gone massive. I'm trying to find,
and it's kind of gone massive like alongside. It's like its use has become more needed now.
Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll side by side these. And after seeing like some of these videos, some of the sounds it can make, it's crazy. All it is a like a vocoder, like you keep you have your vocals and you put a pitch thing on it. You remember like Melodyne, where it pulls it in time and in pitch.
Yeah, and you can
adjust things and stuff like that. It basically does that, but you can set a key and like a scale on what it needs to be in.
Yeah, correct.
And it'll like tighten it in, but there's like a modulation on it where it's like how much it is, how aggressive the tuning is. And literally people put it on like full songs or like full parts of a song.
Also, I always love these thumbnails. They always thumbnails of these songs just always look.
Oh yeah, the Disciple, whoever does the artist for the Disciple songs are so good. So which is Save Yourself? I'm trying to think. Oh yeah. So this is what the original sounds like. L. I wanted to. Very like dystopian. Like. Has all these like.
Like, it's one of them things where you have to think, is this actually music? But
No.
yeah, it is.
So. You know, it builds.
It still doesn't sound right though, does it? Like, the notes are a bit like...
Yeah. I get this is a drop and I'm looking at the. Right, so
It sounds like someone's got a normal song and just broke it.
so that's the original. That's like, you know, the normal dubstep song, and this is it with pitch map on it.
Oh no, it's reminded me of what we used to do to Joe's music.
Mate, this is,
I used to do this for a joke.
yeah,
Like,
this is, mate, it's gonna blow your head. Can't really hear much difference yet, but
so they've just sort of tried to change the key then?
it pulls
or-
everything in the song to a key.
Yeah.
But you'll hear it on the bass sounds.
That's actually a lot better, isn't it? I love this
It's got
change.
a different.
Yeah, a bit more positive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It's not as dark, is it?
No. And you just gotta wait for it.
Yeah, it's a lot nicer, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what is the actual difference between them? What is it like a? 'Cause it's quite. It's not an octave, is it?
No, so it's.
Oh right, yeah.
It's pretty much the same.
Yeah,
But it's all the background elements are like pulled to the root key of the song.
Yeah,
And it creates like AU5's music's pretty much like that, where it's
there's more in unison in it, I guess.
yeah, and you could hear it in like those sounds.
A bit more together and
Yeah,
controlled.
and just like airy and
Jesus.
yeah. But I've been wanting to like I said, the plugin itself is like $300. It's fucking big money.
Do you remember that plugin? Was it XR? Was it called XR? Something like that. It was on Pro Tools. It was a mastering
Fucking
plugin.
Pro Tools, man.
Yeah,
I used it like 4 times.
Still lost my iLock thing. I remember I lost it when I was working on the bay. We were in a hotel in Morecambe.
Yeah.
And I must have left it in the room by mistake.
The little USB thing, yeah.
With the license on it.
Yeah.
Basically, that's why the money goes.
Yeah.
And I must have left it there. I rang him up and he was like, "Yeah, I'll check with caretaker in the morning, mate." Rang him back, "Nah, mate." And I rang him back like 2 more days, like, "Nah, it's gone, mate." So I didn't know what to do here. Apparently, like when that happens, you have to like report it to Pro Tools. They'll then transfer the cases on the licenses onto a new USB.
Yeah.
I panicked and just deleted the licenses, or just erased the USB. Like, no one's gonna use my Pro Tools now. And then I bought a new
iLock
USB thing, hoping that if I just plug that into my computer, it'll be like, "Yeah, right, Sam, mate, here's your Pro Tools." No. And I still have the new one with no licenses on it, and they have to just buy them again.
Oh, fuck.
And it was so annoying. Like, I've not used it in so long.
It's such a weird like
It
system that.
But Yeah.
Like
Anyway,
I just bought, I
fuming.
bought Ableton just through the website, and it was just like, yeah, so mate.
Yeah.
It's
You'll
like
open it now. I'll open it.
one
Yeah.
little like fucking .text document, and
Yeah.
it's sound.
I get it. Because Pro Tools is like bigger and sort of can do more, but
I know, but
just make it more.
Who's gonna rob
easier.
your Pro Tools?
I know. yeah. We start selling your plugins to other people.
Yeah, like it's just
But yeah, that plugin. I remember we tried it at uni, and it goes off your camera on your computer. It's a
right.
mastering thing. You plug it in, and then the camera goes on your face. You go like that.
I know what
it
you're on
gets
about.
louder in that ear.
It's a virtual,
and, you go like that, and it follows your head movements, and it's like you're in a cinema. I think that's what it's trying to emulate.
No, it's a virtual
remember.
mixing room. So
Yeah.
you have headphones in, but it's as if the
it's-
speakers are
yes,
there.
that's it. So
Yeah,
it's rather
Luke
than
had
using
it.
your headphones, yeah.
Yeah, so rather than having like in left, in right, it would be like you get a better stereo spread because
It
you're hearing
opens it up a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really use it to master any songs. I just kept going, whoa, whoa. Save, delete, go to bed.
Yeah, honestly, getting Joe's song, I'm there.
Fucking
No.
flies all over the place. Goddamn son of a bitch. Yeah, I still remember doing that so much. Like, 'cause it was the voice correction plugin on Logic, which is probably similar to what this is.
Yeah.
And you just, I remember I'll put his song in. I just go on like G sharp major, and then make it like instantly change everything. So you see when the notes come in, it goes, no, that's that note, and he goes, I'm there.
Yeah, that's literally like pretty much what
Yeah.
it is. Oh, I stuck a print screen on my fucking goddamn phone. I hate that when you pick up your phone. You got an iPhone, haven't you? No.
I've just bought a new phone. It was the exact same as my last one. Just the charging port was knackered, so I was like, I'm not going to get it fixed. I'm just going to buy the same one and sell the other one.
Oh, is this your history? I watched Scroll Up. I literally watched that.
Yeah.
Not that one, different one. About like before I came here.
Have you watched the episodes?
Yeah.
Too. I watched them both
Yeah.
last night.
I watched them both before work yesterday.
So spoilers and that. What do you think?
I like it. It's just I didn't watch Book of Boba Fett. It reminded me a lot of Mandalorian, but obviously it's the characters you know, and I think
It was so nice to see.
yeah, it reminded me more of like Rogue One type stuff, and I like that. I like seeing
like rough.
familiar characters in these like, and they go to town on the sets, which is nice. Like putting them on this world where it's like a cyberpunky, like
that was cool. Like Blade Runner-ish, wasn't it?
Yeah, all over it, and I'm excited to see like just another little bit of story with him, Obi-Wan again.
Did you not like laugh at the bit where they're chasing Leia? Like, that really, really got me.
Yeah,
You know, when he ran up to that twig and he was like, "No, you can fly a spaceship and you have bullets."
Yeah,
Like,
I remember I was watching that scene and I thought, right, how? Because there's a scene where she's running towards the camera.
She wasn't
and
even running,
and the
she
two
was jogging.
The two behind her like going left and right, and I was like, right, how are they going to make this like semi-realistic way? It's like it's three guys, you'd be able to catch a 10-year-old in 3 seconds. And
I feel like imagine if it went like 2 minutes longer as well. Like how awkward it would be. Like no music.
Just like a wide pan of the forest.
Yeah.
Get back here.
Like in a circle.
The Scooby-Doo where they go from one to another. No, get him. I thought I was like, how are they gonna make this like not like stupid? And there's a bit where she like slid under a tree, and I was like, yeah, right, that's
more of that.
You know, that direction's cool. That's how she'd get away because she's tiny. Just
imagine, you know, Jedi's in that when they have the Force, they can do like gainers and it's dead easy. Yeah. She's like training in it. She just goes like off a branch or something.
Where you jump up and you land a gainer on your neck and your whole body's scorpions.
She's got like tree bark in her hair because she's just full of nothing.
Fucking 10-year-old squash.
Why'd you let go?
Was it like Scorpion montages you used to watch?
There's a Reddit page called Full Scorpion. It's so good. It's such a rough thing. I'm glad that never happened to me. But I remember you can kind of what would you call the thing that happened to us when we used to push each other from the back? Like that's not
just
a scorpion.
fucking whiplash.
Yeah, you go like that. That must have been the hardest I'd laughed. That was probably top 5 laughs of high school.
Yeah,
we were playing, I think we were playing Cuppies on Phoenix, and maybe scored, I had a shot, went down to my knees or whatever, and I was like, yeah. And I just said, and Dom ran up behind me, pushed me that hard. I could think back of my head touched my back.
What, were you kneeling up as well?
I think I was on my knees, because
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, no, or whatever. 'cause
Yeah.
I can't remember, but I just remember, like, finally getting my head back to where it should be, and then just me and Dom in tears laughing because it was just so dumb.
It's good that it's one of the things you can laugh about instantly after it happening to you.
Anything else, like, if that happened in, like, on the street with two strangers, that would be considered, like, grievous
Like,
bodily harm
yeah,
or whatever.
manslaughter.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
As I think I said the other day, imagine if they did wars now, but it was just fist fights. Like, but they dig, like, trenches and then just run over. Well, that would be fair, wouldn't
Full
it?
karate fist fight.
Yeah.
That would be, it would be, to be fair, it'd be pretty brutal. But
Imagine that, like, a history trip, you go to the Somme and it's like 40,000 dead just from scrapping in one day.
This is the battle of the 5,000 fists.
Jesus.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, Kenobi, I think he'll just want it to just improve,
Yeah,
and I think it will.
yeah, definitely. I mean, did you watch the Clone Wars? You did, didn't you?
I watched Rebels, and I think... No,
Are they two different things?
Yeah.
Are they both animated?
Yeah, so Rebels is like 2 or 3 seasons, and it's set after Clone Wars, and Clone Wars is like 7 seasons.
Yeah.
But Clone Wars is a lot older. Started, like, I remember I put the first episode on, and the animation was so B-Tech. I was like, this is gonna take a while to get into. But I want to watch it, because that, for me, was my favorite era of Star Wars. Like, you know, that first scene in Kenobi where they're like, all them Jedi's are getting murdered.
Yeah.
Like, that, to me, apart from the murdering,
Yeah.
is what I like about it. It's just
Star Wars,
multiple nameless Jedi's is the best.
Yeah, just the Jedi Order just fucking flying about. Wait, were they called the Order?
The Jedi Order, I think they were.
I can't remember. It might be.
So
I thought you misspelt Fox Stevenson. I was like,
So this guy is another DJ that Tom got me into. I think it's this song. You know the Jedi Ayla Secura, the one with green hair?
Yes.
And it's like that tropical planet.
Yeah.
When she gets killed in the end of episode 3 or whatever.
Yeah.
Tom sent me this a few months ago and said, if that planet hosted the World Cup, this would be their song.
I just hate and love how weirdly specific Tom can be to like something.
Yeah, I've been on the
make a
receiving
link.
end of this for 26 years.
It's mental, mate, how his mind works. Oh my god.
How much does this suit that planet of like blue trees and just Jedis and stuff? I think it's another German DJ as well, actually.
Some really nice samples and sounds. Of course, the xylophone.
Yeah, exactly. But you just imagine like some weird tropical bird you've never seen just going like that.
Yeah. Like, we're making fucking Avatar?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Let's get out of here.
Yeah. Let's get out of here. Let's go my liver pierced. Don't touch it, I'll shit my pants. What the fuck?
Get out of here, man. It's basically just this for 6 minutes.
It's nice though. It's
fresh.
Hmm.
Yeah, back to Kygo as well. Like, I remember just finding the remixes on YouTube, and they were like really low views. And there's one, like, I think it's Sexual Healing. That was a really cool one. And they did Take on Me by Aha. Do you remember that? They did a remix of that.
I don't remember that remix. No.
It's very, like, I bet when he looks back at them now, I bet he's like, I wish I could redo them, because they are pretty not straightforward.
Yeah.
But for the time, it was really impressive, I think. It's just the same synth for everyone, isn't it? Though?
Yeah. Bit of fucking sound at escape ambience. I always just found it. I could never accept it, his music, because I'd always be like, it fucking sounds well babyish, mate. Why you got a xylophone? Like, do you know what I mean?
Grow up,
Yeah, I'd be like, I had such an elitist point of view, and even now I'm like cringing a bit, but
like we come at it from different angles completely.
Yeah.
You know what electronic music can do, and at that point I was like, this sort of got me into it more.
Yeah,
it was my gateway into it,
which I like, and I like that it had the opportunity to do that for you. And I hate that like elitist mindset that I have. Like I'm very much always like, I like to be open to stuff, but there's just some things I'm just like, I won't listen to it again. If it's on in like a fucking nice bar that I'm in the background,
there's a moment
by
for
all
it.
means, Like the stuff that is just like, what do they call it now? Basically like H&M like speaker music. Like
it's so nice.
Top shop, like just stuff you just need on when you're in a shop. And you're trying not to kill yourself because the girl you're with is taking 45 minutes to...
Did I tell you about what I want to add in the clothes shops now? No. Instead of, when they have mirrors every bit on the punch bags. So, like, you're with your missus or whatever, and you're like, I'm sick of this.
Like, the shoe section, you have the little seats where you like sit and try them on. There's just a punching bag at one bit.
Yeah, you're right, Tony. Yeah, it'll be 2 minutes.
There's like a member of staff like, you right there? Yeah. Just hold the bag.
I don't want guitar lessons. No, but like,
I don't want guitar lessons.
I really want things like that just to be added to shops or like restaurants or like...
Just make things more versatile and quirky.
Well, like, you remember in, is it Coral Island where they have that football thing where you just lever it into a footy net and it's on a string?
Yes, yeah.
We did that boxing clip.
Yes, yeah.
That should be in pubs. You don't think?
Yeah.
Like, you've had about 9 pints and you feel like you can absolutely lever it and you put your hip out like...
You just go home. Yeah, we need more just stupid places like that. You get away with that like festivals. I think, which one is it? Is it not Beat Herder? There's another one where it's just built on like stupid. Elliot's been to it. Like loads of little stupid quirky things. There's like an inconvenience store where you can go in and it's a shop they set up and they sell like used toilet roll that's like just the brown bit. Not like used, but you know what I mean? Like empty and like a goldfish, and it'd be like a dead goldfish in like a bag of water and like just enough. All this stupid.
Was it like isn't there a place in America or in this country where all the waiters are like insulted?
It's a Karen. It's called a Karen something, and there's one in Manchester or Liverpool. Right. I'm pretty sure they just opened one.
Well, I feel like that's what I'd do if I was a dictator. Just go for everything that we already know and just try and improve it or make it stupid.
Just flip it on its head.
Yeah. Well, I had that thought when I was driving the other week. The other month, I probably already told you, but in Fast and Furious with the other ladies at the traffic, starting a race, just every traffic light ever.
I mean, it'd make a lot more jobs, but I don't think it would make the male-female gender perceptions.
Yeah, minute one of being a dictator, right? Yeah. Let's get this sorted. Yeah. Come on, boffins.
Put our minds together.
No, I don't mean that.
So what was the most recent gig you went to?
Most recent gig was Nathaniel Rateliff in the Night Sweats.
Oh, you did, didn't you? It was like last week.
That was the happiest gig I think I've been to.
Really?
Like, I thought about it. People always ask, what's your favourite gig? What's the best gig? And that's quite... It's the most generic question, but I put them all in different things now.
Yeah, they all bring something different, don't they?
Probably the best overall gig or just fun gig was probably Foo Fighters. Happiest gig was probably this one.
Yeah.
Favourite is probably John Mayer.
Yeah.
The most impressive might have been Iron Maiden. Like, there's all these different words for it.
Totally agree.
I don't know if you've listened to their music much, this band, Nathaniel Rateliff.
Nope, no idea. I thought it was like a country.
It's weird. It's a mix of a few things.
The Night Sweats.
I don't know.
Mental. American.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Is he? Yeah.
Like Southern America. He likes a pint. This is what Danny showed me on 3 songs each. There's like a 14.
And it was to like.
It was him to show me this.
Yeah.
And then I just loved it from there.
Yeah.
But like, when you just love seeing musicians enjoying themselves.
Yeah.
there's this one song, and the sax guy came out from the back to the front, and he went, come on, and it was just,
Yeah.
I mean, everyone in the crowd was sound. It was like such a pleasant gig, like a night of music,
Yeah.
like an evening.
Yeah.
But like you can't compare that to like seeing Metallica
Yeah. Because it's like 50 million people
singing
like,
Nothing Else Matters in the pouring rain in the Etihad,
Yeah.
and there's lasers. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't go with this.
Yeah.
He's got a mid voice.
And nobody's gonna give a damn. Son of a bitch, give me a drink. I'm on edge. What's happening me?
It's very jolly, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can't get cool. I'm gonna drink my life away. Oh,
And it's very like crowd participation
Yeah.
sort of thing.
Yeah.
But like, I've actually done quite a lot of gigs this year compared to like last few, obviously because of COVID.
Yeah.
Didn't really realise that. But so there's that, Go West, which
We'll get to that in a minute.
yeah. There was 2 that week. Yeah, it was those 2 that week. What was the one before that?
Did you not go with Harvey to
Look at my calendar.
Summit? You were on holiday before that, weren't you? And then
Yeah. Hans Zimmer.
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah.
Dude. Yeah. I mean, again, can I just show you the opening to the encore song they did?
Mm-hmm.
Bastard. I think you would have loved this gig. So this is the encore song. I knew they were going to do this at some point, but I didn't know how the arrangement was going to be. I mean,
So cool. I've literally got full goosebumps. I just don't get it. It's just 2 notes.
yeah.
Oh, fucking big bass.
Yeah. I think it was like an 8-string or something, or a 6-string. The bassist like he could have been a Jedi. He was
Yeah.
that cool.
So, did Hans Zimmer do which one of the films did he do that?
Did
Why?
the newest one.
Right. Okay. So obviously he did an adaptation of the original
Yeah.
piece.
Yeah, yeah. That's another cool thing, like getting all the original. I don't know how you'd call it.
No.
Like, it's been the same for every film.
Yeah.
But reimagined, like
Yeah.
the same. Not like chord
It's the
progression,
same with Star
melodies.
Wars,
yeah,
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, the fact that it feels new still,
Yeah.
like that's talent as well.
Yeah. Definitely
Um,
agree, because he's not necessarily like remixing it, is it? He's just putting his own spin
Yeah.
on the original.
It's honouring it
Yeah.
and also developing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was such a cool gig. Seeing like grown men in tuxedos carrying like pints.
Yeah.
It's just a weird mix. But again, I cannot compare that to any other gig
I know.
because it's in a different bracket.
And as you're like listing these gigs, I'm thinking like what my comparison is, and literally as soon as you said that, I was like, oh yeah, I've seen Final Fantasy VII at
Royal
Albert Hall,
which
yeah.
is my main. I want to go to that venue before I die.
Yeah, and that was like something else again, like the music.
Well, I'd put that in the
just-
life changing bracket. Like
Yeah.
that was that good.
Um,
Have you got any
Well-
other gigs this year?
I want to see A Day to Remember.
That
Me and
would-
Harvey were talking about it when we were at My Chemical Romance, and he was like, they're playing in either London or Glasgow, and I was like, let's do Glasgow then.
Yeah.
And he was like, would you? I was like, yes, mate. I was like, after seeing My Chemical Romance,
Yeah. So
like a big band like that with like songs that I love, but then they've also got the talent, which I didn't realize like until you see them, and they've been out for that 10 years as well.
yeah, it's probably more that you can hear it with bands that aren't as talented.
Yeah.
Like the same thing as with sound. You notice it when it's wrong, not when it's right.
Yeah.
Like, you probably came after that gig and went, that was flawless.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But, like, when you see another band that aren't as good, you'll be like...
I mean, it's like...
Is that what they were like, My Chemical Romance?
Yeah, so first thing I noticed, we got there and we just missed the second opener, and it was the last opener, Frank Turner. Never heard of him before, but apparently it's a known name. He was really good. He was like, he's English, and he was like making loads of jokes. He was like, oh, you know, we've got a couple songs left, and he's like, I know that after I'm finished, you're all going to go home and it's going to call it a day. But I was like, but we've got some people from America. And I was like, wait, it'd be really good if like you could just stay for them, like taking the piss.
It was their gig, My Chemical Romance, and it wasn't like a festival. Right?
Yeah, no, it was their gig. It's just that the venue that it was at the day after, the weekend after, was the Weekender Festival, where it had, it's got loads of bands on it.
Yeah, I've heard of them. Yeah.
But they just had that whole venue to themselves just for the Friday. And Frank Turner's really good, but as he started playing, I was like, fuck, this guy sounds good. And I was like, I know why this guy sounds good, because the sound system and the mix engineers bang on. I feel like this drums, for me, I always love it when the drums are loud and they were just like, hear every snare and kick hit. And I was like,
because sometimes they get lost in the mix sometimes and they don't punch through. It's like, is that the drum or is that just a thud?
Yeah, is that just someone just twatting inside a guitar? But and I just because of that, I was like, I'm loving it. And then as soon as they came on and started playing, and the guitarist, oh my god,
the guy with long hair.
I couldn't, because I could barely see the stage. We were quite far back, and I was using like the screens because of the camera to like see what's going on. And I remember it like panning to the guitarist, and then at one point I was like, that's a different colour guitar, and I was like, that's a different person. I was like, I didn't realise that they had a rhythm and a lead.
I think they are, yeah.
So there's 5 of them. I thought there were a 4-piece, but I think there's just 5. And then just some of the solos and some of the songs, really, really good. And then obviously when Black Parade came on,
I felt like I need a few minutes of your time to describe this for me.
It was one of those moments again where I'm trying to think, when has it happened before? I'd say it was akin to the thing you said about Metallica, about In the Rain and everyone singing that one song.
That's what it's about. Like, it's not when it's moments like that. It's not necessarily about the sound or the performance. It's being in that world. Nothing else matters. Yeah. As well as what the song I just said was Nothing Else Matters, but it literally is right. You're there. You're in it. Like, it's one big voice in it.
Yeah, and it's that is what music. It's so cliche to say, but like it was in that moment where it's like, oh, this is what music festivals and the industry and being a band and playing live. That's what it's all about.
Yeah,
that's the goal. That's the
moment.
Yeah, that's just what you get out of it. You make all this work, you do all this, you get to a tour, and you give it to a fan, and then it's just that's what it's about.
Yeah, because at that point you're not thinking diesel's expensive or not put the bins out. Put the bins up. You're literally floating. Like, come on.
Yeah, it was literally that. It was like, I'm finally getting to sing this song that I always sing around the house, or like when I'm in the car belting it out, and I'm with 20,000 other people singing
bucket list, isn't it now? Like, you can, that's that, you've done that song justice now. Like, you've always sung it to yourself, like you're saying. It's just, you've completed it.
And like I said, I was so surprised at how well they played and stuff that I was just amazed as well. I was like fanboying at like when they're just shredding the guitar and like they literally, you just finish a song and you drink a bottle of water and they'd just be like, 1, 2, 3, go, just instrument, and I'd be like, exactly. The energy just goes from that to that, and I was like, it's just amazing.
So you pay the money for it.
Yeah, and it was it was just amazing. And the last song they played was "I'm Not Okay," which was my favourite one at the minute.
I liked it. That.
And
that must be like, I think that, I don't know their timeline, but I feel like that was the song that changed their success or sort of thing, that put them more on the map. Because I feel like a lot of people like that song more than the others.
Yeah, I think it probably was because it was the album that my friend gave me. Went to that gig as well. She found one of the CDs and I was like, I'll have it in my car. And it was the album before Black Parade. What's it called? I can't remember now. But it had "I'm Not Okay." It's got what's the other one? The other big one?
Teenagers?
Not Teenagers. No, that was.
Or like, which album? From the same one?
Yeah, it's from the same one. It's
I only know like 3 or 4 songs, to be honest.
Yeah, no, it's another big one, and they played that as well. And then after that is when they did the Black Parade album, I think. So. Oh, jeez.
I swallowed your mic, mate.
Sorry, mate.
I still remember when that Black Parade album came out. It was so good.
It's annoying because I didn't listen to them when they were like.
I had it on my MP3 player.
Yeah, I remember
before Walkmans.
I found Black Parade on YouTube and remember like watching the music video and loving the song, but like I didn't listen to My Chemical Romance and it annoys me. But
I don't think we were that.
I wasn't.
I hate to like put people in groups, but
yeah.
I feel like we were in the middle of the Venn diagram for a lot of things.
We were.
Like we liked everything, but didn't. Maybe
weren't exclusive to a clique or like a Yeah, that was for me. I was a weird one anyway in high school. That's when I started breakdancing, so I used to listen to like, without knowing, like old 70s like funk break. That's what I used to listen to dance to. Yeah, well, not even like hip hop, because you didn't dance to that. You would b-boy and dance to like breakbeat songs from the 70s and stuff that had been like remixed. It wasn't I wasn't like dancing to fucking Tupac or listen to that, and then found like trance music online and all that weird shit. I
think for me, I just mellowed after like year 7, year 8. I was like Bullet for My Valentine, wearing like wristbands and stuff. But that was probably because I got into drums, and I was like, you can't really get into drums and listen to Flow Rider. It doesn't really make sense, does it? You have to go with songs that are impressive to listen to. Yeah,
exactly. That's what I think I'm making up for now by like getting into bands and like loving bands and seeing bands live like that. They were the best band I've seen live, perform wise. But then it's one of the only ones.
You've not seen many, have you?
No. I mean, who did me and Harvey see? Was it La Fontaine's or was it?
Oh, Don Brocco.
Don Brocco.
That was on another level.
Their stage presence was ace, but it was just a case of.
Well,
I didn't know
the size as well. The size of the gig you went to. What was it? 15,000.
25.
25.
I think. Yeah, big field.
I think again, like back to being in that moment when I saw Foo Fighters at the Manchester Cricket Ground. I think it was. It was actually how many years? 7 years ago. Yesterday.
Oh my God, 7 years ago. Was that when he broke his leg? Was he?
It was that tour, I think. Yeah. But they were singing Times Like These, and it was 65,000 people singing it. And I was at the front row, but more or less.
Yeah.
And I just remember I turned around, like 180 degrees. I just, again, that's what it is. That's proof of what it does to you.
Yeah.
Like, humans are simple when you think about it. Like, in that moment, everyone was singing the same thing on the same wavelength. Mm-hmm. Like, that's what it was. That's the things you remember. Like, you can video stuff like that, but you don't need to.
No.
It's there. I can go back to it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it's, without getting too philosophical and like dialing it back too much, that is what the human experience is like. It's the creativity and experiencing and the musicality and all that. It's
things that are greater than us, isn't it?
Yeah. That's what being human's about. Unfortunately, it's all been drowned out a bit by technology. But
what do you think happened the first time, like cavemen discovered beats, or like the
that's what I mean,
music as it is? Like, what do you reckon? Some guy was slapping his leg and did like some paradiddles, and he was like,
did some 16th like whatever fucking.
There are many things that I would
that's what I mean. It's what it used to be. It used to be dancing around a fire and stuff like that, and it was
like the Northman. You've seen that, haven't you?
No, I've not seen it yet.
Dude,
I do want to watch it.
It's weird.
I love it though. I think I really like it.
Yeah, it's clever. But like, there's a few scenes where they're just jumping around the fire and going, just slapping stuff, and I'm like, calm down, mate.
Shut the fuck.
Yeah. I always think in them moments, when there's a film that's really specific to a time period, and it's like, it's accurate, but I always just think, throw like a normal group of lads in that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fucking well muddy here.
Yeah,
like
in between us.
Shut up. You're weird.
You're weird, you mate.
What's the Wi-Fi password? Be a bunch of skits. Wouldn't be good enough for a film. That.
I know.
Be over pretty quickly.
I wonder when the next. It's dead in it. I think we've talked about it before, like the spoof comedy films.
Nothing ever dies. But
Did you say that the Thingy Brothers make a new one?
I think it's Zucker.
Yeah.
Zucker. Yeah, I think there's plans for new things to come out. But I guess things go around in circles or phases or whatever. Maybe their time of doing them is up and someone else to reimagine it. That's my ultimate goal still, and it will never change. To make a spoof film. And bring it back.
And have a sketch TV show as well.
Yeah, at the same time.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think of like what the latest kind of big comedy was, but it's like Netflix releases it. I'd say it was Don't Look Up, was it?
Yeah, that was good.
But
again, there's a serious element to it. There's no one takes risks, and there's no like. Yeah. People are so quick to criticize comedy these days compared to drama. But like that's all that you go on the cinema now. It's just drama, kids, drama. Yeah. Drama, kids. Yeah. Drama. And there's just no like dumb, stupid films that just. I know they're not as quality or whatever, but it's about the feeling that it gives you, isn't it? Yeah. And you just escape, and that's what it is.
Have you seen that Mike Myers has brought out a new film? Yeah, Mike Myers has done like his own film, and it's him like playing quite a few roles again. He's every role in it, I think, like different things. And
do you think? Right, here's a question for you. Do you think the decline in sort of people liking comedy films is like a parallel of people being too quick to cancel people, like cancel culture, and just people being so like tightly wound, like people
definitely.
just need to let their hair down.
It's not even being tightly wound. I think it's because people have such short attention span these days. They want to get behind something or have a reason to like just be angry at something, and I think that's what it is. I think people jump on bandwagons these days, and it's like, I don't find that funny, and because it's so easy to join a group on social media and like cancel people, and like that's what's ruined it. This is what Mike Myers says in this film. He says like, it was an interview about it, and he was like, he's like, I just wanted to make a fun comedy. The film's about like an Illuminati group and the people who run the world, and they're like trying to hire someone to be, get someone to join them. And he's like, I just wanted to make a funny film on a topic that's quite serious, that is quite like polarizing in a minute, of like how governments run the world and all that.
That's why Don't Look Up was so good.
Yeah, because that was a real good take on like how stupid
and like people
politics is and stuff.
People's views without checking it.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I think Jackass has done so well coming out when it did. Like when that came out in the cinema, and like so many people were going, so many people were laughing. And I get that it's weird and got a lot of balls in it and stuff, but it's not about that. Yeah. Is it really? Like it's about just laughing with people. Yeah. And people, there's been a lack of it, and that showed the lack of it. Yeah. Like, have you watched Jackass 4.5 yet?
Yes. Yeah.
I think the hardest I laughed was that sledgehammer to the ladder thing. When Poopies. I'm like, that is the stupidest thing of all time, but it's so good, and it fills me with happiness, because it's like they've done this purely to entertain themselves and other people. Yeah. Why would you not like that?
Yeah, exactly.
Can't you see through that it's not just about the stupid stunt, it's about just finding fun in the smallest of things.
Yeah. Like, what's the line he says before he does it?
I think he's like, I'm Poopies.
And he's like, I always knock myself over or something like.
Brown sent me, because it was on Instagram today, people's hashtag I'll show me.
Oh yeah.
But he proper hits his head as well. Yeah. But like, I think people take things at face value too quickly. Like, oh, it's a guy jumping off a ladder. I won't find that funny. Yeah. But like, everyone's just defensive, aren't they?
It's it's like you said, people need to be brave again. I'm just trying to think of like the last the things I always loved in comedy films, I can't think of one specific example now, is where it's stuff that we love where you'll take a serious scene or like a normal conversation and then it could just cut and then the person could just almost change the personality and just be like, oh, really? Like, you know, the skit that you, perfect example, like the skit that you, well, the video that you, Don Brown, did, the latest PPS one, where like you stood there and you're like, all right, guys, like I've got some stuff, and then like you pull something out of the bag and then you just go, but wait, there's more.
Yeah,
and like
it's the whole Jim Carrey sort of flipping a switch, sort of.
Yeah.
Anything that I can do that will surprise you, I'll do. And again, this is why Jim Carrey's amazing, because people see him and they think, oh, he's just a clown dancing about. But interviews I've listened to, and he's like, my job is to free people from concern, and that's what comedy does.
Yeah.
It stops you from thinking about things that you're worried about. Whereas drama, I can't really word the difference of them. Drama drags you in, but it does the same thing. It helps you forget. But comedy drags you in, but helps you forget and makes you happy as well.
Yeah, yeah.
But like that's the whole point. And then like the unpredictable, when Simon Rex just dials it up and just goes.
Yeah.
It's seeing people do what you want them to do, or like what you. I don't know,
even the thing you said right at the beginning of Simon Rex, where it's like, still got it.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Just stupid stuff like that. Like,
but we've got our own catchphrases from stuff that we've done in our own videos, like stupid skits. But it's going off the normal track and saying things that you wouldn't have said if you weren't watching comedy, you weren't into comedy.
Yeah.
It's just taking that other route, and it's a lot more fun.
Yeah,
like
the script we wrote for the Ver thing, like that was all done so well to a point where there was all these like serious moments.
That was Brown on a different video, but then he's like, every last one, I bear the marks of my pursuit.
Yeah, I bear the marks of my pursuit. Like rips his head off.
I'm so glad we've got that on read through.
Yeah,
that's how it lives.
Yeah, man. Hopefully one day maybe we can actually film it, but
like it was written during COVID, and it would be so irrelevant in a few years. But whatever.
Oh well, yeah, of course. Not even now. You wouldn't even wear masks now, would you?
No. Hey ho. But yeah, I think it comes back to the point of people getting angry at certain things and complicating things. But I love that you have sports, music, film, all these things that are there for you to sort of escape into, but not enough people. Well, not enough people. I don't know. I'm just chatting, but it's there to help you. People can't connect with it as much anymore.
Yeah, no, I totally agree.
I have to do what's right.
We just for the people. Yeah, like it's weird. I couldn't imagine being in a friend group that doesn't like just quote like films and shit like every day.
Yeah, that's how I see any life situation.
Yeah, like I see. Well, obviously working at Spoons, it was last night or maybe the night before. I was at a group of like 3 lads in, and they'll be on like, them like high tables are right at the front. Yeah. And they're just like sat there, and like all they were doing was just talking about like, oh, this birdie used to shout like, all this, and like that was it. Like the entire like hour conversation was just on about like girls. Like it would be so like derogatory, and it was just like trying to like, oh yeah, well I did this.
One up
like,
in each other.
Yeah. And I was like, there's nothing interesting or funny in that at all.
Yeah,
like,
what have you got from it? Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, just thinking about the conversations we have where like, it's just so like, when I walked past that time and you were all talking about different types of milk for like 40 minutes with Callum.
Yeah. And no, it's 2 hours, mate. It was 2 hours we spoke about milk and what are the more wheels or chairs in the world.
What about wheelchairs?
Yeah. Dude.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I wouldn't have it any other way. Like, being able to just.
Well, that's some of the funniest nights. Like, are just born from all of us chiming in with certain film quotes. Like, There's like that's my favorite thing to do. That podcast to all of us at Finn's. Just jump into that at any moment, no context, and it's so funny.
Oh,
because we've all just got our
there.
like individual moments of just quoting films or just. It's just always exponential.
I feel like that's a really good example of it because when you have that many people, you're talking about a topic, but then someone's got to be like leading the conversation, and then it can just get thrown off at any point.
Yeah, exactly. Back to which I think in a few decades' time we will look back at sixth form lunchtime as the absolute description of our friendship and how chaotic that was.
That was like the pinnacle, wasn't it?
I'm knackered now just thinking about it.
I know. I actually saw the other day. I think it was yesterday. It was like 11 years ago on this day, and it was that picture of Jordan Scott on the tram or in the classroom with the the one with the filter on where it like proper makes you
wow.
yeah.
God, I think that affected my GCSE scores. The amount of time I spent on that app in the last year of high school.
I know. It was all college as well, wasn't it? Just do it on that. I fucking hated them. Like they were mint, but I hated those first.
Do you remember that one of Harvey where he's like that, but I made his middle finger like that long?
Where were we the other day and you found the picture and it was just like a picture of Harvey and just said, "You got any? No, it's you. Have you got any burgers?"
Yeah,
mate?
no, because it was. I remember exactly where it was, and I hate this picture so much because it was one of the very few where we didn't mean to pull a certain face.
Yeah.
I think we were at a house party and you said sound and I went like that. I turned and as I turned I was like that. And then your meme was, "All right, mate, you got any spare burgers?" I'll put it in there, I don't care. But because I'm like, it's so stupid.
You got any spare? Like, why would you have
raw burgers? Like, what are we talking?
And I think that stemmed from I'm in my mind. I'm talking about now that picture of that guy with the cig and the money and everything's like, and that was when we stopped memeing like pictures of people asking stupid stuff. Like,
I still got the one of Harvey on the back of the bus, just like that, and I just put maths.
Remember that one we found him Harvey sat in the corner at Subway upstairs where he sat against the wall, like remember Subway in town we used to work upstairs the seating area, and it's just a picture of the seating area, there's no one there and Harvey's just sat in the corner facing the wall.
Classic Harvey.
Yeah,
I don't remember that, to be honest.
Oh man.
Do you want a video to close us out or something, or a song or baby?
A song. I've
have I shown you this before? I must have done. Do you like Alicia Keys? You will after this video.
How's my phone not locking? Just lock. I'm trying to think what song it is.
Some people live for a fortune.
Such a delicate song.
For the fame.
I forget how good it is sometimes just listening to something like this.
It's moments that are right, and like sometimes this comes on and it's not right.
Yeah.
But when it does,
Yeah. That's why I think I'm too busy at the minute. Like,
Yeah,
if I listen to
exactly.
something like this, I
This
need
is
to
slowing
just-
you down,
I need
yeah.
to just literally sit down. But I can never.
but this is why this is good.
Yeah.
It just forces you to do it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine now, like, we're just talking, you just get a phone call and you answer it. And like,
Yeah.
nah, mate.
So full of the superficial. Some people
What is this?
know, but I don't want nothing at all. If it ain't you, baby.
chords, man.
And I mean it.
You need to watch that film he did, that Summer of Soul. Have you watched it yet?
What film is it?
Summer of Soul.
No.
It's like a documentary
Okay.
on Disney. He won an Oscar for it.
Oh, wow.
It's so good, mate. Like set
And I
from the
also have to
60s,
invite-
late 60s, 70s.
Yeah.
Soul Festival,
My
but like
dear,
all
beautiful
black guys. It's
friend.
so
Yeah.
cool.
John Mayer.
Such a sexy bastard, isn't
I
he?
know, yeah. Not the face he pulls in a minute though.
Take your time. You're just up here vibing. Y'all feeling
This
good?
is 6
New
years
York?
ago.
Watch his face now. I get it, like he's locked in, but
Yeah.
Some people search for a fountain.
I've got his voice as well. He's got
Yeah.
such a unique voice on
This is
there.
forever young.
yeah, it's not the most like varied. Like he's not got the best range, but it
Yeah,
doesn't matter, does it?
It's his tone.
Yeah.
Doesn't roses.
That guy's happy, ain't he?
Yeah.
That's the only way to prove you love it.
The harmony as well. I don't know if it's
Give me the world.
like they're trying to find it, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah, because they wouldn't have rehearsed before this.
No.
They literally just rocked up.
Yeah. Just got out of his Uber. Yeah.
Some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all.
Yeah.
This meant. It just made me want to listen to like Michael Bolton.
Oh, dude. Again, I don't think we've really spoke about that, have we? Baby. I just the opening of the song as well. Was it Go the Distance?
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Who called it? Was it you? Yeah, and I was like,
I just feel like it was the best sort of opening of a
Yeah.
song to open a gig to.
yeah, definitely.
Um,
I was like, no, it's Disney. He's not gonna do it. And it's just dun dun.
I kept thinking as well, like, especially after Go West, that the uni versions of us would be so proud of the future versions of us
Yeah.
for seeing Michael Bolton and Go West in the space of 6 months.
Yeah, definitely.
Whatever it was. Like, we did
Like,
good.
Us in, like, it was college. I'm pretty sure that's when I saw Go West in college. I think it was. We Closed Our Eyes, the first one, and it was just like the, like the way he sang
Yeah.
the chorus, and I was like, that's amazing. I need to
Yeah.
hear more of that. And then,
And Michael Bolton was earlier, I think, when it. 'cause there's
yeah,
a clip of me humping that gym ball in
yeah,
there.
yeah. Which is weird. I don't remember being like, I like this. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
we just
Like,
knew it.
just
Same
knew
as
it.
that Right Here Waiting for You
Yeah,
song,
we
innit?
just knew it was like a meme
Should we see
song.
if he's touring? Richard Marx, if he's
No.
alive.
Probably gonna
Yeah,
be
yeah.
like Paul Young.
Yeah, oh God, yeah. Take anything from this. Don't ever see Paul Young live. He needs a cab.
He does indeed. Oh man.
Sound.
Yeah.
Till
What's it
next
called
time.
there?
Let's delete it now.
2,000 bars.
Yeah.